Hey guys, what's up? It is Hope. It is Tuesday, November 12th, 2019, and I wanted to log on real quick and do an update video for y'all. I just got back from class, just laid Grayson down for his nap, and so I wanted to hop on real quick and give you all an update on how I'm doing. I know in my last video a lot was going on in my life and in my world, and things are still really crazy, but things have kind of settled down a little bit, and we're getting into a groove and a new routine with my little brother living here and just trying to get him settled in. He does have a job now, and so we're working on getting him his license and just getting him going. So lots have changed over the last few weeks, and so I wanted to make sure and just hop on real quick and just talk about those changes and talk about the end of the year, which is so crazy. It is fixing to be the holiday season, or I guess it technically is the holiday season. We had Halloween that has passed since I made a video last. Grayson was Mickey Mouse, of course. I will try to put a picture at the end of this video so y'all can see him in his adorable little costume. It's so crazy to think how much has changed in one whole year. We are getting ready for, like I said, Thanksgiving and Christmas is coming up, and we're also getting ready for our charity event that we do at the end of the year. We always are a part of planning our Blue Santa toy run, or it's like a parade through town of motorcycles and Jeeps and classic cars, and it raises money for our local Blue Santa toy program. So we're a really big part of planning that event. So that's coming up, and I'm still in school full time and all the things. And then obviously we are also gearing up for my sister to have her baby. She is due on December 6th. And so she's having a little boy, and will be here, gosh, any day now, which is so exciting. It really has got me thinking about just like timing and how, like when we're going through something, it's always hard to trust that everything is happening in the time and the way it's supposed to. But it's just so interesting to think that we tried for 5 years to get pregnant with Grayson, ended up having to do IVF to get him here. And, a year, 15, 16 months later, she's getting ready to welcome her little boy. It's just so crazy to think that, had we gotten pregnant when we first started trying, he would be, 5 or 6 years old now. And, they would be kind of starting that journey, but we get to do this journey together. And that's just been so much fun and so cool to see just God's hand in all of that. And we're just so grateful to be able to navigate this life together, this part of life together. Obviously with my mom not being here, that was really hard for me when I was pregnant, and it's been a challenge for her too. And so we've got each other to lean on and to ask questions, and literally everything that Grayson had as a baby is now at her house, and so they haven't really had to buy a whole lot of things, and that's been a huge blessing. So it's just, timing is just so, it is just so interesting. I'm such a retrospective person anyway. I always try to take the time to look at a situation and think back on it. And it's just really cool to know that she's fixing to welcome her baby, and we're going to be able to do this together. And Grayson's going to be able to grow up with a little cousin that's around his age. And I just think that's really cool. So we're gearing up for that. And for Christmas and the boys' birthdays. They're both born the first week in December, which is another crazy thing about my sister being due December 6th, because Brent's birthday is December 2nd, Aiden's birthday is December 8th, her birthday is December 3rd, so we've got a lot of December birthdays happening all at once. And so her doctor said that he could come at the end of November or the beginning of December. Crazy. So I've got finals coming up for this semester, and then she'll be having her baby, and gosh, everything is kind of happening at once. But that's life, right? Let me talk a little bit about just the goals I set for myself this year. Back on January 1st, 2019, I started this radical life change of, very specific, strict goals that I have for myself as far as nutrition goes and exercise, and just really taking a chance to step back and grab life by the horns. And I've done that this year. I have done that this year, and I just could not be more amazed at the determination that I've been able to pull out of myself, especially with everything that's happened this year. We've just been through so much, and it's crazy to think that I have not turned to food, not one time. And I'm on top of this food battle, and I'm in charge of what I put in my body, and every meal and every decision I make, I'm very conscious with what I'm putting in my mouth and into my body, and it's just been such an incredible thing. And so started out on January 1st, 2019 at 275.6. Today I am 233.4. So that's like a 40-ish pound weight loss. And you know, I'm almost back in the 220s, which is crazy because that's what it was before we started IVF. And then just that close to Wonderland. And I have done all of this year on my own, and that has been really rewarding. And I'm just really grateful to be in this place in my life where I'm really making my health a priority. I talked a little bit in my last video about anxiety. I have struggled a lot with anxiety since I had Grayson. I had really severe postpartum anxiety, and I think that had a lot to do with just his birth story, going to the NICU, going through everything I went through to get him here, and then him being sick in the beginning. And so and then getting him home, and just so much pressure to, you know, keep him alive. And so it's just been a crazy year, and I've struggled a lot with anxiety, and it's really kind of coming to a head here recently with all of the major life changes that have been going on in my life. It's starting to affect me physically. And so I actually am going in a couple of weeks to get an MRI done. I've started having, my doctor seems to think they are anxiety-induced migraines. I go through these episodes, if you will, of just really debilitating migraines with numbing in my limbs and my face. And he wants to do an MRI just to make sure everything is okay with me neurologically. I don't have any other symptoms. He doesn't seem to think that it's anything that, you know, would point to something wrong neurologically, but he wants to check that out first. And he really is leaning more towards anxiety. And so I've really just been trying to take a step back, breathe, and really just start kind of thinking outside of the box and what would be best moving forward to try to navigate this kind of new journey that I'm on with anxiety. And I don't think it's something that people talk enough about. And on my channel, I've always just kind of shared my life and what I'm going through, and that's what I'm going through right now. I just have a lot going on at once, and I feel like, you know, I know that in other chapters of my life, I feel like I've gone through way worse stressful things than I am right now. But since having had Grayson, just that change in my body and my age, I'm 33 now. I had a birthday since the last time I was on here. And yeah, it's just life, you know. And so I am looking at this very seriously. At first I thought I might have a vitamin deficiency just because I am so strict with what I'm eating, and I haven't really been taking a multivitamin, which is bad on my part, obviously. And so I am doing that now. We did get blood work done and everything was normal. So that's another reason why my doctor thinks that it's, you know, anxiety. So the migraines started at the end of September. I had one the day of my dad's funeral, and I just thought it was just from like just emotions and the stress and, you know, all the things. And so I just kind of chalked it up to that. And then about a week later, it happened again. And it was just terrifying. Like when it happens, it kind of comes on really strong, and then I lose feeling in one of my arms. Typically it is the left one, and it's from my shoulder all the way to my fingertip, and I can't feel anything. And then that one was also paired with tingling in my tongue. I legit thought I was having a stroke. It was terrifying. And then this last weekend was the same thing. My arm went numb. I had numbing in my face and my tongue, and then that one actually made me sick. And so, yeah, there's a whole lot going on in my body, and I'm gonna feel a lot better once I get the MRI and get everything checked out. But again, just like making my health a focus and taking a step back and realizing that you have to listen to your body. And just grateful that everything on my blood work came back fine and normal, and now I just have to get the MRI done and then hopefully talk to my doctor about better ways to just manage anxiety. And I'm still seeing my counselor. I have not been seeing her as often as I would like because she actually went 100% virtual. Apparently that's a thing. And it's become more popular here recently, and she doesn't have her office anymore. And so I actually haven't met with her in probably about a month and a half, just with the transition and me being in school. And it's just harder. It's harder to do it from home. It's easier if I schedule an appointment and I go to someone's office. So I actually reached out to her to see if she had any recommendations of people in town who have an office. So I'm going to be getting ready to do that in a little bit. Trying to find someone that I can go see. That's kind of what's been going on with me, my health, my well-being. Like, that's just it in a nutshell. Still going to class, still going strong. Just got advised for the next semester. Going to be full-time again next semester. Hopefully going to be able to apply to the teacher education program in the spring. And gosh, I'm really doing this thing, and it's just so exciting. I can't believe it. So it has definitely been hard. It has been stressful. I'm not a traditional student, so that has been difficult, just late nights and early mornings, and Grayson still has a hard time sleeping through the night, and so it's been crazy, but I'm doing it. No excuses. So yeah, that about wraps it up for me. Still going strong, still no cheats. We're getting ready for the holiday season, and I am gonna have to admit that I'm a little bit nervous going into Thanksgiving and Christmas, but I'm sure I'll do fine. And yeah, I hope to do Vlogmas, which will be in a couple of weeks. So y'all stick around for that, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.